Salutations, my stars. I hope you are all doing well. So I want to tell y'all a little story that just happened to me when I was going into the lunchroom. The students ask the silliest things sometimes, and it's also funny to see how your perception or the perception that the students see of you is so wild, and it just makes you think, right? So my student asked me, Miss, do you have any kids? I was like, no, Miss A doesn't have any kids, but I work with a whole bunch of kids. I work with all of you. So in a way, you're all kind of like my kids, right? And she was like, do you have any grandkids? And I was like, well, if Miss A saying she don't got no kids, then that would imply I don't got no grandkids neither. So no, I do not have any grandchildren. And she was like, do you ever get mad? And I was like, Miss A, does she get mad? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, I mean, yeah, sometimes I get mad. And she was like, oh, what? You get mad? And I was like, and in my head, I was like, that's right. When I come to school, I am the personification of all smiles. Every time a student says something to me, I am listening. I am in depth with them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always smiling, always saying hello, always wishing students happy birthday, giving them hugs when they come by. My face is the expression of happiness because that's what I want them to see when they come into, the school zone. Because to be honest, there's so many students that go home and they don't feel that, right? So when they come here, when they come to see me, I want them to know that they are loved, that their words have meaning, no matter how small or big they are, right? And no matter what language they speak, a hug is universal, right? Saying hello and a smile is universal, and I want them to feel that. So to just hear, a student ask, Miss, do you ever get mad? It made me think like, oh, I do such a good job at, showing them that this is the way Miss A loves, that sometimes I think it's hard for them to wrap their head around that Miss A is also human, right? Sometimes I get upset, sometimes I get angry, sometimes I get mad, right? But it's how you handle that anger, that stress, and how you show it to others. You know what I mean? That's what's really important here. So I think that that's a great motivational thing, maybe to some of you. I know it is for me, and it's something for certain. Next week, I'm gonna be doing something regarding emotions, right? Because I think it's important for everybody to know that everybody has emotions. Everybody gets angry sometimes. Everybody gets happy sometimes. You know what I mean? And it's normal, and it's important that we address them and that we show that we are all human and that we are all loved, right? So I just think that was something sweet and so silly that they say, right? Because of course they're kids. They ask questions because they want to know, and I'm just happy and honored to be the one that can explain those things to them, right? So I just thought that was important, and maybe something that y'all needed to hear as well, right? I hope you are all having a great day. Bye-bye, my stars.
I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Goodbye, my stars.